The October Visa Bulletin is out today. This is the first Visa Bulletin of fiscal year 2024, and it resets the annual visa quotas for all visa preferences. It sets the expectations for the rest of the fiscal year. Now, did final action dates advance significantly to allay our fears of a deepening visa retrogression? Not as much as we'd like to see. But this is not altogether unsurprising. We've no influx of unused family-based visas that we saw during the COVID pandemic years. But there is a crucial bright spot for Indian EB-5 applicants that filed before April 2022. Let's dive in. Hi everybody, Peter here at Behring. In this video series, we are monitoring the State Department's monthly visa bulletin for the employment-based schedules and discuss possible alternative strategies to get a green card for you and your family. I encourage you to explore Behring's UEB5 channel to learn more about all aspects EB5 with tips and strategies and more. EB1 is current, once again, for the rest of the world. China did not advance much at all, despite the fresh visa quota. The priority date only moved to February 15, 2022 from February 1st, 2022 in September. The final action date that was initially established back in January 2023. EB1 for India. In August, we witnessed visa retrogression when the final action date moved from February 1st, 2022 back to January 1st, 2012, 10 years. I said then that this was temporary, and I was only partly right. Dates have moved forward at the start of fiscal year 2024, but only to January 1st, 2017. They did not go back to 2022. However, I have mentioned in previous videos that backlogs for EB1 and other employment-based preferences for Indian nationals would worsen with the growing rest of world demand for EB1, EB2, and EB3 visas. EB2 moved forward to July 8, 2022 for the rest of the world, essentially back to where it was last April. Again, this is reflecting increasing demand. It was current only in November 2022. India only advanced 1 year to January 11th, 2012, while China barely budged at all, moving from July 8th, 2019 just to October 1st, 2019. It looks like these visa backlogs for EB2 have become entrenched, and we won't see much improvement for fiscal year 2024. In the EB3 visa category, we saw 3 visa retrogressions for the rest of the world beginning last year, May 2023, when the final action date of June 1st, 2022 was established, and which fell to about May 1st, 2022 by the end of fiscal year last month, September. While the annual visa quotas have been refreshed, this backlog persists, now with a final action date of December 2nd, 2021. India is only 1 month ahead of where it was last year at a final action date of May 1st, 2012. China has moved to some degree with a new final action date of January 1st, 2020, which is about 18 months of movement over the past year. EB5 is current for the rest of the world in both the unreserved and the reserved visa lines. If you're new here to our UEB5 channel, last year in March 2022, Congress passed the EB5 Reform and Integrity Act. This established new visa set-asides where new EB5 investors investing $800,000 in rural, high unemployment, or infrastructure projects would have separate visa lines. The unreserved visa line reflects all those who filed before March 2022 or those new investors who invest in non-TEA $1 million projects. Check out our description below to learn more about the impact of the RIA. For EB5, China remains stuck in backlogs. Despite the reset of these visa quotas, China advanced by less than 1 month, from September 8, 2015 to October 1st, 2015. For India, it was expected to return to the final action date set back in April, which was June 1st, 2018. Fortunately, it advanced further from April 1st, 2017, last September's Visa Bulletin, to December 1st, 2018. This is progress, but we need to see further advancement this year, which we might see if Chart B is any reliable indication. And we do have some good news in Chart B, the dates for filing. For China in the EB5 category, it moved from January 1st, 2016 to January 1st, 2017. But for India, it advanced from December 8th, 2019 to April 1st, 2022. The date for filing table is important for a couple of reasons. First, if your priority date is before the date for filing, then you can file your visa application. And for those who are in the United States seeking to adjust status, then USCIS will indicate whether you must follow Chart A, final action dates, or Chart B, the dates for filing. And I'll leave a link to that relevant page in the description below so that you can check this in the future. In recent months, it's been Chart A. For October 2023, I'm very happy to report that USCIS has indicated that you can follow Chart B, dates for filing, to file your adjustment of status. This means that Indian EB5 investors in the United States with priority dates before April 1st, 2022 may file their adjustment of status applications. This is crucial. Many EB5 investors had not realized that under the new RIA policy, you can file your adjustment of status application even if your priority date is current, even if your I-526 petition hasn't been approved. It enables you to get your EAD card in about 3 months from the date of filing, and your advanced parole, the travel document, in about 6 to 8 months. Secondly, Chart B, the dates for filing, is important because the date indicated in Chart B is often an estimate of where the State Department expects final action dates will be by the end of the fiscal year as a measure of progress. Now, this is not certain. Last fiscal year, we saw the dates for filing remain the same with little to no advancement for EB5. But the October Visa Bulletin shows a significant jump, and I'm hopeful that we'll see improvement as USCIS and the State Department process the bulk of applications from India in late 2018 and late 2019. EB5 remains current for all countries, including India and China, in the new reserved visa categories. How long they will remain current is the key question for fiscal year 2024, as we start seeing I-526E approvals for investors in both rural and HUA or high unemployment area projects. And we'll explore this subject further in future videos, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. For fiscal year 2024, if October's Visa Bulletin is any indication, I think we're going to see further entrenchment of visa backlogs in the employment-based visa preferences for EB1, EB2, and EB3 for China and India, and very soon for EB1, the rest of the world, as demand continues to grow. While we've seen some advancement, it's not much. And this is because we no longer have that boon of unused family-based visas that carried over during the COVID pandemic years. Immigrants seeking alternative strategies, such as the EB5 Investor Visa Program, the final action dates remain current for new investors. With concurrent filing available for investor applicants in the United States, you can get the benefits of the green card within 3 to 6 months while you wait for the actual green card to come. Check out our video on the concurrent filing strategy to learn more. We've seen our investors get their EAD or work permit in just 3 months. This has been extremely helpful, especially for H-1B families looking for backup plans, particularly in these challenging economic climates. If you'd like to learn more about the EB5 Investor Visa Program and the concurrent filing strategy, be sure to click on the link to schedule a free consultation with our team. And if you found this video useful, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already to see our future videos. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Leave some comments below if you have questions or further requests for future topics, and I'll see you in the next video.